Hey, what's up everybody? So, one of the most common questions I get is now a good time to buy? All right? And my answer is very simple. It depends. Dave, that's not a real answer. It actually is. All right? So, it depends on two things. It's a ratio between leverage and liquidity and how they balance out. Okay? And depending on how they balance, based on your situation, the answer could be yes, good time to buy. No, not a good time to buy. So what do I mean by that? Let's dive in, okay? So leverage in the context of real estate is the mortgage, okay? So if you put 10% down, that means you put $1, the bank puts $9, you can borrow $10, right? That's 10x leverage. You put 5% down, you put 1, the bank puts 19, you can buy $20 worth of real estate. That's 20x leverage, okay? You put 3.5% down on an FHA, that's like 30x leverage. Some programs, no money down, you're over 100x leverage. Okay, so the higher the leverage, the more risk you're taking. Okay, so we have to counteract that risk somehow. And the highest level of leverage that I've seen is people that do flips. Okay, you got a hard money loan, you got credit cards maxed out to do your flip. Every dollar of your savings is tied up paying some contractor. I mean, you're running like 1,000x leverage to do a flip, okay? So the higher that leverage, the more risk you're taking. So to counteract that, we need liquidity, okay? Liquidity, higher liquidity, lower risk. Higher leverage, higher risk, okay? So if they can balance. So what is liquidity in real estate? There's three things you got to think about for that. Number one, buyers. Okay, so let's go back to that guy doing a flip. If you're doing a flip, you need buyers. The more buyers you have, the more liquidity you have, the more risk you can take, the more successful you'll be. All right? The second liquidity factor in real estate is renters. If you're buying rental property, you need a stream of renters lined up that want to pay you to use your property every month. If you don't have enough renters in your market, you don't have the liquidity, you may not want to take on the leverage and the risk of buying rental property, okay? And the third thing, and this is the one that everyone's like, never really thinks about, okay, is you're like, Dave, I'm not doing flips. I'm not trying to be a landlord. I'm trying to buy my own single family to live in, right? What do I care about liquidity? Well, the answer to that is your own personal liquidity. How secure is your income? 30 to 40,000 white collar workers at Amazon last week lost all their liquidity when they got laid off and replaced with AI. Okay, the job market is rapidly changing. Disruption is happening. Watch my channel. I'm excited about this stuff. So if you are going to buy a house, you need to think about your own personal liquidity and if you can take on the risk of the leverage, okay? So that's the relationship between leverage and liquidity. And I think it's important, right? So if you're looking for the typical real estate mumbo jumbo, buy the house, state the rate, all that stuff, I'm not your guy, okay? But if you want to learn about these real investment techniques and how it can help you be successful, this is what my channel is. I can't tell you how many people I talk to that call me up, that want to buy a house. I have this conversation with them, and I tell them to find an alternative investment for a few years. Go buy Bitcoin, go buy this stock, go do something else. Build up your bag, because you can't take that leverage on right now. You don't have the liquidity. And people are like, Dave, you're a real estate salesman. How could you talk people out of buying real estate? It's very simple, guys, because I care. That's it. I look at this totally different. I'm not your typical real estate agent. So if you're talking to people that are giving you bad advice consistently, holla at your boy. I got you. All right? Hopefully you learned something today. Leverage, liquidity, the relationship between both, and how it can answer the age-old question, is it a good time to buy real estate? Take it easy, guys.